What do you think went kind of most wrong in that last 8 minutes?
It was a weird game overall. New first game on a road trip crossing the country was you're liable to have a slow start, and that's what happened. But we stuck with it. Obviously, went on a run, up 10 at some point in the fourth. They cut it to four. Me and Draymond came back in, got our lineup solid, and it's just tough to get a couple stops in a row to keep the momentum on our side. You know, untimely turnover by me, gave them two free throws. Still had a chance to, you know, pull away, or not pull away, but get back in it and get back to overtime. But it just didn't work our way. So it was a really emotional roller coaster all night. It's kind of the theme of our season.
Is this loss especially frustrating given that you guys have yet to put together three straight wins for the seventh time that you guys had that opportunity?
100%, and especially how the game went. Felt like we did enough to, you know, give ourselves some space coming back like we did, and could close out the last 6 minutes or whatever, but it just didn't happen. So keep plugging away. It's all we can really do at this point. Understanding we have an opportunity to try to salvage a road trip. These or tomorrow and get it back in the right direction. And that's the focus now.
Jeff James Hill with the Black News Channel. When you look at this road trip, it didn't end the way you wanted tonight, but tomorrow you go home. Just talk about your mentality going back and playing in front of the people that love you.
It'll be weird without the fans and kind of the normal routine of going back home, but I think it'll be an actual little fire lit in terms of trying to back up this game and get back on the right track. I gotta, personally just play better. I think not panic about the way of shooting, just gotta step it up and understand we gotta get off to a good start. Tomorrow night and compete, have fun with it. I'm gonna have a good energy about me for sure being back home.
From your point of view, what has allowed Kelly to just click and go off the way he has this month?
Just getting comfortable with how we do things and where his shots are coming from, and the trust in how we move the ball and cut, and the fact that he's going to have a lot of looks and he can use his athleticism to his advantage, and the speed, and that comfort, it just comes over time. A lot was thrown at him from training camp to that first month and a half of the season, and stick with it, keep working. He's done that, and he shows up with his energy every night, and that in turn allows you to take advantage of the reps and find some rhythm out there, and he's been doing that.
Steph, we talked about the inconsistencies all season, but why do you think specifically for this team it's been so hard to close games at times this year?
I don't know. I think we've had some really amazing comebacks where we've closed really well. We've gotten blown out a lot. We've blown teams out a lot. We haven't had a lot of experiences like tonight. I might be wrong, but I don't feel like there's been consistent like reps of last 6 minutes close game type where you got to get stops and execute. Those have kind of been few and far between. It's been a game like Miami or two LA teams or whatever the case may be. But I think we just this all goes back to the margins, which is what we talk about, and especially without the size that we're used to, being able to keep guys off the glass. We did that in the third quarter tonight, and we're able to use that to our advantage in transition. But offensively, just didn't put it together down the stretch, and we've got to look at the film and figure it out.
Steph, Mark had some clutch points. Looking forward to tomorrow. You got the rookie point guard, LaMelo Ball. Just wanted to get your thoughts on him and how he's playing.
He looks very comfortable. Looks like he understands what he's trying to do out there. He sees the floor extremely well, and when you transition to the league, that's a huge benefit because you don't really put too much pressure on yourself because you're able to create and get the ball to the right spot and let the talented guys around you shine and make them better, and that's what a good point guard does. So he looks pretty comfortable for a rookie out there, and he's been playing well. I feel like he's getting better, which that's the trend you want to be on.
Steph, the AllStar Game is finalized. It'll be in Atlanta about a month from now. It's earmarked to help HBCUs as well as COVID relief. Could you just talk a little bit about how special that can be from a player standpoint and always giving back to the community?
I'm talking about how players have utilized their platforms and access to resources and networks, whether it's loud and in front of people or behind the scenes. Players have really stepped up in a meaningful way. They've been doing it. We've all been doing it for a while, and trying to continue to level up what that looks like and how you can impact communities around the country, around the world, all different causes and missions. And obviously with the pandemic going on and understanding how so much has changed over the last year, anytime you have an opportunity to could make a contribution in some way, shape, or form, it goes a long way. So that's the spirit of it, and I think that'll continue All-Star Week and beyond, just in terms of how we as players can act and step into action.